Here's the reality. We will be done on time, and Gloria's gonna be coming home. You're saying it's actually sinking?
It's sinking today. The next 50 years, we could lose another 500 to 700 square miles.
It's just a big ball of emotions, you know? You had to be here, you had to see it, you had to smell it, you had to feel it, you had to know it.
When Katrina hit, devastation happened everywhere in New Orleans. It was massive.
You know, over 1,000 people died because these levees failed.
I lost everything. The whole house had went in the river.
We set the first goal at 150 homes.
Right away, I offered, I'll come down and build the first house for nothing. We have exactly 9 weeks to build this house.
It was an unrealistic timeline. I think it'll be really close.
Stop everything, get that tarp tied down. It's flipping up. Hurry up, you got about 60 seconds. I have exactly 1 month away from August 29th, the deadline date that we want to give this house back, the celebration, the block party. I was about 3 days behind on my framing schedule. I think we're going to pick up with that. We're really escalating with the electrical, the plumbing. The walls on the second floor, enclosing in this roof line. And to me, my whole job is to be the leader of the marching band that orchestrates everyone in what they're doing to get done on my deadline. I need a measurement from this wall to the back, from that side to the back.
I went home for my brother's birthday who passed away, and we still celebrated it. We had a big pig roast, and that went off really good. I mean, I love my job, so I like to be involved in doing things around the house. And I also missed an integral part of the build because we were a few days behind on our framing, and so I wasn't here for the roof framing, and I was a little bit disappointed in that. And so I was definitely thinking about that when I was at home because, I mean, that's where my skills come in handy, and that's why I'm here, to do stuff like that.
My name's Donald Fallbacher with Sherrod Fallbacher & Sons Electric. Sherrod's my dad. They've been in it for 50 years. We're pretty much just local, I guess 80% residential. We do like wiring houses. Take what you need. Today we're going to be wiring all number 12 wire 20 amp circuits, all the lighting, putting up the recessed cans, pretty much roughing in. This house here, I donated all my time and material. We just felt that they needed some help. 4 or 5 days, no big deal. Help somebody out.
So Don, I'm Mike. I really appreciate you coming in here and donating your time for the cause here. I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing. Obviously, you've started the electrical. I'm very happy with this. So any questions you have, just call me, yell out Mike, and I'll come running and solve your problems. But right now, this is looking good. Thank you, sir.
All right, Mike.
Keep doing it, man.
No problem.
Thank you. We've had a break. The last 2 days are actually cool. Balmy 100, I think it is. The sun's just gotten a little hotter this afternoon, but it's just a bit of a break. It's good, it helps. It keeps us from really wanting to fall down.
If it could be like this every day, we'd be flying. Flying.
I just had a question about the pod lights. Is there only 3 in the kitchen here?
Yeah, I was kind of waiting. It said something about a fur down for the AC, so we got them hanging.
I'm looking at the pod light over the window. We can't center it, can we?
Yeah, right.
Is there any way to do 2?
We could put 2.
Because that's the only way to balance it.
Yeah.
And anything we do, can we make sure it's neatly lined up?
Yeah.
Let's see it from that angle.
You might want to just center the whole hall. I mean, it's
I think we have to run with that wall.
yeah.
I like where the last one is,
Yeah.
so if we line everything straight with that,
All right.
okay?
Do that.
Thank you, sir.
I was at my house in Iran, but it was pretty crazy. I've never been through nothing like that. But my dad is 72 years old, and he called it. He said, there'll be another Betsy. And this was the Betsy. I couldn't believe it would happen again, but it did. When it filled up with water, that was pretty much a man-made mistake. The hurricane didn't do it. The hurricane wasn't that bad. I think the government wasn't keeping track. The fact that they were spending so much money so fast, a lot of people were getting money that didn't deserve it. I mean, till this day, they still are finding some people still getting the grant money. Chuck, got another one coming down. But it doesn't bother me. My dad taught us to keep working. So that's what we're doing. That's what y'all are doing. Tell me when you got enough.
Today is a much better day. It was an unrealistic timeline. I think it'll be really close. A race to the finish, neck to neck. I think we're gonna be in there. I think we are gonna do it. And I'm gonna put that all on my crew. They're amazing people.
Are all the rafters done on this side? Yeah? We're done. Let's clean her up. Good job. 20 after 4.
One lady thought it was a condo. I said, no, ma'am, that's a one-family dwelling.
You can't go full speed all the time. I do have Mike who says, I want you guys to quit in a reasonable time. It's a contradiction. Well, what do you want to do?
We got to try and get it done today. I was about 3 days behind on my framing schedule. I think we're going to pick up with that. We're really escalating with the electrical, the plumbing. To me, my whole job is to be the leader of the marching band that orchestrates everyone in what they're doing to get done on my deadline.
About 2 streets down, you have a giant ship. It's really strange. You see a truck going that way, and all of a sudden you see this big ship right beside it. It looks like going beside it. Feels like an island. Is it an island? Gilligan's Island. Nah. It is Gilligan's Island.
We're going to try and replace Pinky while we're here. I really want to encourage women in the skilled trades.
Hey, Mike.
Simone.
Hey, morning.
What's up? Looking pink as usual?
I found another candidate for you.
Nice.
She's from the construction side. Did some work for her husband. He was one of the contractors that hired me. She's not from the demolition side. She may work out for you.
Okay, what's her name?
Her name is Tessie.
It must be Tessie.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Tessie, I'm Mike. I like the accent. Where are you from?
Oh, Picayune, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Everyone's got this wild little twang. And I guess to you, I have an accent, right?
Yes.
What would you call my accent?
Little northern. Yes, definitely northern. Definitely northern.
Do you really want to wear this at this site? That's pretty nice stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
You want to wear it?
Yeah, I want to wear it.
Mike, I only bring divas to the side.
Yes.
And this is a feminine one.
And who's this?
This is Ainsley Happ, Ainsley and Olivia.
Relation?
Yes, my daughter.
Your daughter? A pleasure to meet you. My name is Mike.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Watch the muck on your beautiful
Yeah,
gold,
you gotta watch
gold
it.
shoes.
You gotta watch it.
Basically, we don't want standing water in the house. We don't want the plywood to swell and everything like that. So if we can just start pushing the water right through here, and we've cut a hole in the door right there, so we can just push it right out that door for me. And we'll get you on some more interesting stuff when you're done, okay? Come
no
get
problem.
me. All right.
I'm pretty experienced when it comes to ropes and harnesses and on roofs and walking around with them. I don't have any problem being up there. So I can make those kind of cuts and do them efficiently.
You were downstairs and Tessie was shoveling water through the hole. Did she get you?
I'm sorry.
At least it's not sewage water.
Yeah, exactly. You probably had work.
I enjoy when people ask me, what do you do for a living? I love saying, I work on the Make It Right project, and we are building homes in the lower Ninth Ward. You got papers with you again? I think about what it must be like for Miss Gloria Guy to be the person who is held responsible for keeping children and grandchildren alive and well. And I know that there are days that she wakes up and she has to think about, how am I going to put food on the table today? You are the caretaker for a significant number of people.
Right.
And you feel on a regular basis that there's some burden on you.
Yes, it is.
I want to try to figure out a plan here where you have enough money for the month. We'll do another counseling session about 30 days from now, and hopefully by then we'll have this kinship income in.
Oh, she's just trying to help me to pinch so that I could survive with the children. But my water bill sometimes would hit me like $100 or $200.
Okay. That seems like a lot,
But you know,
too.
it was really high gas.
I am so proud to be a part of a program that is not just building homes for families, but are looking at the ongoing cost of home ownership for these families and are doing things that are innovative, that are state-of-the-art to ensure that that house is affordable and sustainable over the long haul. You had a house payment then, but you paid that mortgage off. I feel very lucky to have the relationships with the families that I do and to be a part of seeing their lives change in a very good way.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, and
Thanks.
God bless you.
All right. I think Gloria is going to understand the benefit of the green home when she's moved in and 30 days later she gets her first electric bill. And she remembers back before the storm that she was paying $300 or $400 a month for electricity, and now her bill is $80 or $100 a month.
Sometimes good does come out of bad. Maybe this hurricane created a change for the area, for these people, for the positive. All in all, I see some pretty good stuff happening here.
It's amazing the way they have come along. In the last few weeks, not months, weeks, and I love them doors. Them double doors, I love them. They're real beautiful.
The living room and the kitchen, oh, baby. Yes, indeed, Lord. I can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to get in there.
Tessie! What's up? You guys are working. Why how come you're not working?
Mike, I just don't think I'm cut out for this.
Is it too much?
Well, it's not too much. I mean, I'm a hard worker and everything, but, you know, I mean, look at this.
You got a blister already?
Already.
My goodness.
But, I mean, you know, I'm also a Southern girl and a mom, and this heat is just, it's starting to get to me.
I understand. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It was very nice to meet you, and I do appreciate the opportunity for sure.
Well, I'm glad you tried it out. It's like you're getting to test us, we get to test you.
Right.
So it's a two-way street.
Exactly.
Now you're going on the one-way back, right?
Exactly.
Would you get Rusty on the phone right away and tell her she's got a job tomorrow morning?
That's fantastic.
Yeah. You know, I had a feeling she would be the one, and after today.
But we came in as first responders, kind of, you know, was helping everybody else who was flooded and first responder work and things like that. Devastation beyond what I've ever seen. It was not easy. Not at all.
Sometimes good does come out of bad. Maybe this hurricane created a change for the area, for these people, for the positive.
The living room and the kitchen, oh, baby. Yes, indeed, Lord. I can't wait. I just can't wait to get in there.
On the weekend, the guys installed all the tie bar around the whole house. Because we're spray foaming the whole envelope, anytime you have something that traps one side, the other side must breathe. And that's my whole oxymoron about we want it airtight, but we want it breathable. Now, exterior, we want that wood to breathe. Because if we just put a flat roof right on this, whether it was shingles or metal, it doesn't matter, and we didn't have the tie bar allowing that wood to breathe, we actually trap it. Moisture can travel right up through the end here, get inside and be trapped, and then rot the wood. The metal's supposed to last 50 years. We want the wood to last even longer, don't we? Okay, 3 women. Tessie,
Yes.
Candace, Rusty.
Yeah.
Hi, Rusty. It's Mike. How you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. You know what? We've missed you since you've been gone, and we're wondering how fast you can get your butt back here and work full-time with us.
Yes, sir. I will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Can't wait to have you back.
Rusty is great.
Where are you, Lundy?
She's doing everything right. She's a very strong woman, very strong-spirited after what she's been through.
Got it, it's all yours.
She's tough. She's tough as nails. She's probably the toughest guy I have on site.
Everything's going perfect. Crew's wonderful to work with. I'm having a great time. It's better than sitting behind a desk somewhere with no windows. Boys are just wonderful, a real hoot to work with. Miss Kate's wonderful. Just love it. Oh, hold on, Miss Kate. Let me see your Crayola again. Well, when Katrina hit, we came in as first responders. You don't want to know what the city looked like. You really don't. It was devastation beyond what I've ever seen. You had to be here, you had to see it, you had to smell it, you had to feel it, you had to know it to understand why it kind of tweaks our emotions a little bit, maybe. A lot of people came in to really help people, and others came in to help themselves. And that was horrible, too. I thought of people to come in here and just take advantage of those that lost everything. And then there are those ones who just wanted to come and see what everyone lost. And to me, that's like rubbernecking an accident on the interstate. Well, it was tough. Recently became a widow shortly before Katrina. And it was kind of tough being on my own. And there was no place to live. I had nothing. And it was just a lot of devastation. You know, you wake up every morning, you're in your truck, and you're out in the back on the tailgate brushing your teeth every morning. You're thinking all the things that God gives everybody, they take it all for granted. They really do. You become more aware when you're living like that. You know, become more passionate about living, more sensitive to other people's needs. Can you give me a minute? You all right?
Yeah.
What's for lunch?
Chicken, mashed potatoes, burgers.
Chicken, mashed potatoes, burgers.
Flies.
Flies.
And flies.
Side.
Oh, looks good. I don't mind a fly or two with my dinner. Protein.
That's your third plate.
My third one, that's my fourth one.
Nice.
You guys gotta catch up.
We're going like crazy up here, finishing the rest of the walls. Electrical's being run.
We're running the pan drain for the geotherm. It runs from the ground, about 6 inches above the ground. It's gonna run all the way to the attic, where it'll hook into the pan drain, where in case it overflows, it won't flood the house out.
Getting our blocking in. Wherever we have our sheeting, we must have blocking, but if you remember, it's only for a nailing edge, so we purposely turn them because we're gonna have drywall on this, which keeps our rafters nice and straight. This gives us more spray foam across the rafter line. Okay, everything's going really good here. What's our rough, 34?
Yep.
So we're gonna fire that up through the closet of the, and what's our width of the wall here? What's this width? What's this width?
30 inch.
That's 30 inch? It's gotta be 32, doesn't it?
No, he's got 30.
Can you go measure the tub? We should have 32. Let's just measure the tub to see. Is it on the drawing?
Yeah.
I'll bet you it's 32.
You can't go full speed all the time and expect to have an energy level. We all hit a wall yesterday. I think it was a communal wall hitting yesterday.
You're so tired, you get home and you go to sleep. Wake up really early and do it again.
So let's find out what the tub is. We'll double check that. Doing good. What are we doing?
Nothing. We're waiting for the rod. We gotta get the rod.
We don't have the rod.
No, the rod's coming. We have Playways rod supposed to be coming as of Friday, but it never showed up, so.
We need it in today.
Yeah, it'll be here today.
It's pretty hot today. It's pushing over 100 degrees in the shade, and so working in the sun and the heavy lifting, and you just gotta be careful you don't dehydrate. It also kind of makes your mind go a little screwy if you're in the heat too long.
The hours sometimes get to you, like especially after like a long day from like 7 to 9 at night. You really like the next day I feel like a zombie anyway.
They're not doing up here until Wednesday. They're doing the bottom two tomorrow.
But when they're spraying, we can't be in here.
We're gonna have to be, I think, for a little bit.
No.
Windows. No? Well, what do you want to do?
We got to try and get it done today.
I do have Mike who says, I want you guys to quit in a reasonable time. It's a contradiction. You can't expect me to quit at 5 every day and get this job done at the same time. It's impossible. We'll be here for another month on top of the time we're already going to be.
The way they are built, so strong. And everything measured. It's gotta be precise. They're doing a beautiful job.
We try and do as many things at once as we can.
And we have cockroaches already.
And we have what?
Cockroaches already.
Cockroaches?
Yeah, there's a couple of cockroaches crawling around the ceiling over there.
Really?
Yeah, big suckers. We'll get those out.
I gotta go.
Exterminator.
I don't like cockroaches.
Be a matter of setting the beams for our deck. And then it'll be a covered wraparound porch, and it'll finish off the framing portion of the house. Okay, I'm measuring 186 3/4, so we'll cut it 186 and a half. I still think it's gonna be pretty tight, but we can pull together and do it. We always have in the past, we will this time.
You must be Justin.
Yes, sir.
I'm Mike. Pleasure to meet you.
How you doing, Mike?
Thanks for coming aboard here,
Yes,
eh?
sir.
Are you ready to spray?
You ready to spray?
Okay, we have no problem spraying over wires, right?
No, sir.
That's what I want to hear. Now, what I'm thinking is, do I spray over the drains? They've already insulated the lines. I wouldn't mind hitting it. I mean, the more I can control everything on the inside, the better. And obviously, using the wall tight will do that.
Correct.
How much are you doing on the floor?
3 inches.
3 inches on the floor.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
equivalent to what?
21.
21.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. All right, how long is it going to take you to actually set up?
About 30 minutes.
And how long do you think the whole job?
I'm hoping to be done by Thursday afternoon. So 3 days.
3 days. Okay, that's perfect. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Love bringing in the pros. Last week, we were on time for everything. We were just going like crazy to set for Monday, which was spray foam. Today is now Tuesday. And all of a sudden, we had one hell of a lot of rain come in on Friday. The plumbers put down their tools. They said, we got to go, and we don't work weekends. We lost the day on it. Not a big deal. We worked on other things, and it's just, to me, it's just the way it is, and we go with it. Now we're spray foaming, and that makes me happy. In plain English, spray foam, closed cell is the best insulation in the world. Closed cell means it's watertight, it's airtight, so hot does not mean cold. By doing that, we actually turn this house into a cooler. So that means we can heat it with a candle, or we can cool it efficiently with geothermal technology, and easy. He's got to wear a fresh air mask when he sprays this. When he's putting it up, within seconds it dries on the wall. No more issues. It's very important for the installer to constantly check that the proper depth of spray foam is being applied. If it's not done right, then it's just not worth doing.
The Bible says that this is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad and enter its gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Amen. We got some visitors in the house. Gloria and her family, amen, they came to fellowship with us. The Lord has blessed them real good. They're getting their house built on Tennessee Street. We just going to welcome you into the house of the Lord, where we call ourselves the biggest little church in the lower Ninth Ward, where prayers could be heard and mercy could be found. Before Katrina, the church was live and well. We had been here 3 years. It was a brand new church. And then all of a sudden, August the 29th, 2005, up popped Katrina and just destroyed everything. When I came in here, I opened the door and all the brand new pews, all turned over, the organ turned over. We had 13 feet of water in here. The smell was beyond imagination, unbearable. It smelled like a swamp. You know, when everything's messed up, you don't know where to start at. So I just said, well, I'm gonna start. I said, well, let's start at the front door and work our way to the back door. So that's what we've done until we completed what we have right now. Before the hurricane, we had 85 churches in this area. Now we have about 7. This church is a beacon light to the whole community. That's why we take pride in it and we make it look good for it can attract other individuals to come back into this community. There's no place like home, and this is home.
I'd be glad to go in my house so I can enjoy and have peace. And when I go to the house, I'll say, glory, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, you blessed me. I can't ask for no more.
By the time they're done and Gloria gets her house back, they will have applied over 6,000 pounds of closed-cell foam. Hopefully Justin can finish on time. I'm still predicting the 25th. That gives me 20 days. We may be going nonstop.
But you know what? Stress after Katrina, a lot of people are still dealing with it. You think it would go, but a lot of people are still dealing with the stress. But I look around, man. All right, you're looking at empty lots. That's the past. I'm looking at the future.
Oh, you want to see how Southern starts a truck, huh? Come on, I'll show you how Southern starts a truck. First of all, we gotta pop the hood, put it in neutral, turn the key on. Then we get our key and we go around to the front. Poor little thing.
I'm sure the guys are gonna love it. I'll come back and see you next week.
All right, then.
You keep smiling.
Oh, look, I sure will.
She's so cute. I love her. Look at Miss LeBlanc made. Her specialty, brownies. Awesome, eh?
Those look delicious.
We'll have to jump on those for dessert. Justin was right on schedule with the spray foam, so I took time to visit King Milling, considered an expert on the wetlands.
Portions of this area around here. Well, what you're looking at right now in terms of this map is a reflection of the lower delta of the Mississippi River. It's the southeast quadrant of the state of Louisiana. And this whole area was built over about the last 6,000 years from floods of the Mississippi River. And that built this massive ecosystem.
Wow.
Some 6,000 square miles. This is an environmental treasure down here. It's one of the most enriched wetlands in the world. It's the 7th largest delta on Earth. 30% of all the fish that we consume in this country by poundage comes right out of this area. Flyway, about 5 million birds winter here every year. It's estimated that about 90% of the commercial fish in the Gulf of Mexico are dependent upon this system during all or part of their life cycle. After the 1927 flood, was the federal government, for all the right reasons, came into this country, into this part of the world, and built a massive levee system up and down the Mississippi River, designed to protect against flooding. But there was an unintended consequence. It's the very substance which built this massive area down here that we call America's wetland was depleted of the resources essential to maintaining its strength.
Since they built the levee, it made a change to the environment.
That is correct. All fundamental. And during the 30s and 40s and 50s, a little bit into the 60s, a lot of work was done in terms of oil and gas, and that caused some further deterioration. And clearly all this is man-made, human activity which has caused this problem. Because the flooding was not going on, the sedimentary deposition ceased. This whole area continued to sink.
You're saying it's actually sinking?
It's sinking today. We could lose another area in the next 50 years, 500 to 700 square miles.
The more I am here, the more I am learning, and the more I see.
But it's all pretty logical once you kind of put your mind to it.
It sure makes sense to me.
Well, it does. The overall impact of the loss of this system is astonishing and is something, quite frankly, that I think no state in the Union could by itself fix it or repair it. This is tens of billions of dollars. And what we're trying to do, working with scientists and engineers, not just from Louisiana, but literally from throughout the world, is to develop what is known as a comprehensive plan to restore and protect South Louisiana.
This became a passion. I can see it, and I understand it. You live here. This is part of your world, your business.
Well, it's one of these things. It's kind of like grabbing an alligator by the tail. Once you've got it, you really can't let it go, because it'll turn around and bite the devil out of you.
I kind of like it. Am I using that one?
You may.
This used to be a place we played ball in the street. We ran, we raced, we clowned, and now it's like all washed away.
Everyone stop for ice cream.
Oh yeah, ice cream time. So many choices.
Sure, you got the cash today?
I'm paying.
Thank you, Shares. Thank you, Shares.
Oh, yeah.
What a catch.
Should play basketball.
I would love to have that house because I know what's gone into it. I mean, everything about it, it's awesome.
So we had a minor panic this morning that the windows were too big for the opening. And all it is this is a different style window. We actually had to do a 1-inch rough opening around all the window frames, and we thought that this area had to go within the window. It does not. It actually faces on the outside of the wall. So we're gonna have a whole day of window installation because we have to install the brackets on the windows, get the windows in place, lock them in, and there's internal brackets that wrap on the inside straight that actually wrap the frame. So it's really like locking onto the inside and outside jamb of the structure of the window to hold it from going anywhere. Not to mention the glass won't break if it gets hit by a 2x4 at 80 miles an hour.
1, 2, 3. As long as your framing is fine, these windows don't take much. As you can see, the flange allows you to screw in place. So what we do, you basically set a level to the bottom of this, you put it in. As long as you have a gap on the inside for your spray foam, I can actually level this window, push it up to allow my gap, and I can get Adam here to screw in every second hole, and the flange will actually temporarily hold my window in place. As long as everything step by step goes to plan, you're flying. edges out, Katie? Yeah. You got the window? What we have here, it's a bottom flashing to allow for, if any water gets in behind here, it'll actually hit that sill and want to drain out. What we do after the window is installed, we have another piece of flashing that comes down, and it actually encompasses the whole flange on the outside, again, for water. So if anything hits it, just sheds right out. And again, we'll have, you know, drip edges on our windows everywhere. I mean, there's so much rain here. The more preventative, the better.
We're installing the double door here in the living room area. Just doing the final shim on the inside. Then it'll be ready for spray foam. Go on to the next one. I don't trust this 6-foot level because I saw it got dropped earlier today, so I'm using the 4-foot, the bubble on the 4-foot level because I double checked it. So the 6-foot level may be out 16th or 32nd. I want to be 100% with this door.
Where I'm from, we want our doors to swing inside the house, not outside. So I said to the architect, I said, why do we have the doors swinging out? Wind. Oh. They don't want the doors being blown in a hurricane. Now I get it. All right, they swing out.
Okay, actually right there, it's perfect. Okay, I got 12.5, sure.
Up. A little bit. Perfect.
And we're actually flying today. It allows us to do our strapping for our siding as well. We have to get our siders in, which means we have to get our windows in, our doors in. So, and it's like one of the hottest days of the week, I think.
The strips we see now are nailing edges. So that gives us a nailing edge for all the board that's got to go up to allow air movement in behind it. Real simple. This is the core vent that we're actually using. You can see all the baffles in there, and it's protected with a mesh on this side. And we want to put it at the bottom and at the top to allow air movement up and or down. If we allow the air to move in behind the wall, if any moisture builds there, think about the humidity here, if any moisture builds there, the air movement will dissipate the moisture. A simple product that allows it to breathe, that is mesh, that no bugs can get in, bees won't make a nest. Just, it's smart stuff.
One step closer all the time.
This is hardy siding. It's a cement fiber board, rot resistant, termite resistant, and water resistant. It's going to get a coat of paint on it, and it'll last a long time.
How long do you think this is going to take?
A week.
Really?
At most.
What is it, one guy doing it?
We'll have 4 out here today. Tomorrow, we'll probably have maybe as much as 6 or 8, and we'll run it all the way through.
Okay, if I had a preference, I'd love you to start the front, work your way around the south side, so right after you're done, I'm gonna go start the the front porch.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the lowest point of the house. So we got to start with the lowest point and then work our way around to the highest point. That way anything we can cut off around the bottom. But everything at the top will be level.
We're gonna have a leveled board line right across 10 feet. Right. As we go up, we're gonna have a second level line starting somewhere about the middle of the house.
But what about when it hits in the middle of one of those windows up there?
It won't. And it better not. That means we'll have 3. Did we do a measurement from that point to the top of the window?
That's what we're trying to pull right now.
I wonder if that was ever calculated.
The height of this stick, that's how high the water was here, 13 foot. And they said it was 20 foot deep in some spots.
The whole idea here is 10 foot, right to the fascia, and by the time we get to over 20 feet, we have another horizontal batten line. Got it?
Got it.
67 3/4.
First panel. Trying to get it plumbing level. The first one's the most important one.
Your left gotta go down, Brian.
We're pushing to split the window. If we don't get this one right, the rest of them are not gonna fall out right. So this one may be a trial one. If it's not right, we're gonna pull it off and do another until we get it right. Are you level?
Needs to go to my right.
How's that?
Hold it right there. Don't let it move.
Nail it.
We try and do as many things at once as we can. Now we have a clear zone for the spray foam to continue today. We're on the outside. Let's finish off all the breathing zones that we have. We can see the vented edges on the bottom, do the boarding, get the roof done. We're actually now just prepping to get the stairs in.
So you want the concrete to go all the way?
Yeah, I would like the concrete to go all the way. Otherwise it's going to be a problem down the road. The way I drew it is not the way this form is laid out, and nobody has mentioned to me that they wanted to change my design. I'd sure appreciate a conversation about that.
Yeah, let's make something purely architectural out of wood to appease the architects.
45 and a half.
Yeah.
Shoot it.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I plan to sell my house when I get back and redevelop something even better and bigger, more modern. I really like the modern touch here.
Every 4 inches.
33, 45 and a half.
We're gonna make it. It's gonna be tight, but we're gonna make it. Everything's in, we're spray foam, the plumbers are just getting the tub in, the rest of the rough end done. Is it hot in here, guys?
A little bit.
Might need a little bit of air conditioning soon.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad it wasn't in and then you were doing your work, eh? We're just finishing up all the hardy board on the outside of the house. They're going like crazy out there. We get the fascia up, probably start the roof today. I have a tarp just in case I don't want anything to do with any leaks. Man, Gloria's coming home. This is my birthday. I was told we were going to a dinner.
What's going on here? It's a party. You guys are nuts.
It turned into the second line parade and a night that I'm never gonna forget.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Seeing him, you know, really surprised, overwhelmed is very rare.
And we start going down the street. We cut off Chapatulas. We stopped Canal Street, right onto Bourbon Street.
We got police here. We could be in trouble.
It's amazing that everyone actually kept it from him.
You gotta be kidding me. You got police escort? I love you all.
Great seeing everyone on the sides of the streets actually getting into it and taking pictures and laughing and dancing. It was a lot of fun.
The party where we close the streets down and have a parade through the streets, I mean, that was wicked.
It put a smile on everyone's face. If you were tired, totally the adrenaline kicked right in, and it's just overwhelming, you know, to be able to enjoy something like that.
I love you guys. Geez.
Oh my God, could you ever have a party like that? I'll never ever top that in a million years. By the time I got there, I was sweating. I played the drums.
Oh, you gonna do this? Okay.
Was it good? Oh my God, what a happy birthday that was.
Big Mike into his ass. Oh my good God. Thank you very much. That was a surprise.
I think most people would say it's impossible, you can't do it. Yes, we can. I have drywallers coming in, I have the roofers, I have everybody with us. Enough people coordinated properly, no sweat. Do I have any issues coming in my way? Mother Nature's one of them. Oh, it's coming over the roofs now. Look at it, it's coming fast. Stop everything, get that tarp tied down. It's flipping up. Hurry up, you got about 60 seconds.
Well, welcome to New Orleans. Again, everyone's in the trailer. No one's in the house. Look at those guys under the house there.
The bad news is that we will be working 7 days a week from this point.
I can't wait to go in that one. That is beautiful.
This is nuts.
Looking forward to moving into the house because this house is too small, where I could have space to hang my clothes and do the things I wanted to, and I'd be happy.
It's flying over what was and is considered to be the 7th largest Celtic system in the world.
I don't think I could build a house here.
I don't think you could either. It would be a little tough.